Okay. It says I'm live. The majority of the little carts with the wheels. And I just have to do the bottom. And I'm not sure yet. I put my paints on the bottom because I have my paints on my desk right now. And it's kind of cramping my style. I didn't think it would be, but it is. So, look at that. My cart is already falling apart. Do you hear that? That was the sound of carts falling apart. I was in the live stream yesterday. Hey, Mrs. Gigi. Thanks for coming to hang out. I was in Kathy Berg's live stream yesterday, and they were talking about the little clear containers. All right, go watch some shows. You're doing good being quiet. You know, to sort all your little paper pieces. So I went on Amazon because I wanted to get one. So then I saw the price and I was like, I'll put it in my wish list and I'll get it some other time. Well, I went to Tuesday morning yesterday for the first time in, I don't know, a year and a half probably. And they had those containers. So I grabbed it. And it was half the price of Amazon. So I figured, since for some bizarre reason we love to watch this stuff, I figured I'll just sort it on a live stream. Because I have some things I have to get rid of. And I have some things I have to downsize to make more space for myself. So this is the thing. Okay. I don't think I could fit it all. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has 16 little boxes. And the only thing I don't like is that they don't close very nicely. You have to have it a certain way. You have to get them a certain way to close them. So, you know, I paid half price than what they were on Amazon. So I guess you got to kind of take the good with the bad. So now that I'm not prepared for this at all, let's get you where you can actually see what I'm doing. Sorry, seasickness here. Okay. I have a box that I had put together for making clusters, but the thing is, lately I've been using it for a lot more than just that, and it's a pain to get that whole big thing out just so I can get a few little pieces of paper out. So I'm going to go through that box. I'm still a big advocate for the cluster kit. If you want to have a kit just for making clusters or embellishments, it's just not working for me anymore. First, I'm going to put these postage stamps. I got a bunch of vintage postage stamps a while back. So I'm going to put them here. Let me fix this for a second. All right. Ooh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit all of them in here. Kind of spread them out a little bit. These are all American, I think. There might be a few European stamps. They're all vintage. You know, when I say vintage, I mean the newest ones I think are 70s. Oh no, I just saw something. 1913, someone wrote on there. So 70s. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do 2 containers for this. One. 2. This will be easy. things, I won't be putting that in the way so much. Okay. So here's the other bag of stamps that I had. I wish these were like twice as big, but then I wouldn't have as many, and I wouldn't be able to fit it anywhere if I had a bigger case. So I guess that I'll just have to deal with it. Okay, there's number 2. I'm just gonna put, stop, see what I mean? Like you gotta get it just so to get it to close. So one of the problems I had is like these are Tim Holtz word stickers. I don't even remember buying them because they were locked in the abyss. So those I gotta find a home for. These are Tim Holtz things that I bought at the same time that I then lost. So these are gonna go in their own little buckets too. I hope everybody is having a chance to get some organizing done. Actually, who inspired me to start was 49 Dragonflies. She has some good tips in some of her recent videos while she's organizing her craft room. So get over there and watch that. It's one of the most recent videos. It says part 3, but I watched it part 3. Then I went back a few videos and watched part 2. So I've been watching it backwards. I have some more paper dolls that I'll be able to fit in there too. And I've never bought these. The only reason I bought these was because they were 50% off. I would not have paid $6 for these. I'm surprised I even paid $3. But, you know, they're so pretty. So, so pretty. I have some stickers too that I'm hoping I can put in here. Make sure. All right. So there's that. I might have some other things I can put in here. We'll have to play it by ear. Okay, now to move on to the big box. First, pardon me while I just have to blow my nose. All right, I'm stirring up dust, so be patient, please. I'm going to grab some of these containers so that I can have a starting point. Oh, I just noticed they have their own little grooves to fit in there. Oh, fancy, fancy. I kind of wish I got 2. Now that I see that I'm going to need to. Move this. Open this. See, like I have these little sticker sheets that I could very easily find a home for in one of these when I get to my sticker part. But I have this whole package of stuff just put aside here just for, you know, it's just too much. It's become too much. So, I gotta find the things I was gonna start with here. These are something I got on Amazon, and they are stickers. But I'm gonna forget that they are stickers, so I'm gonna put them in with stickers when I get them out. I'm trying to find the big die cuts that I had last week that I was using to make clusters with. I don't have them right here. Oh, I do. They're all right here. So I have all these die cuts because typically when I start to die cut, I go crazy. So I make a zillion at a time. So here's half a zillion. And some more of the zillion. A square zillion. Take this whole thing out. I got this one goes with that. And these are all just random die cuts and paper pieces that I planned on using. So I will put these aside because they will also find a home. All right. Now, all these are going to go in one. And they'll all fit. I'm sure of it. These here, this box, is some of my bird and plant fussy cuts. I have those in my shop. The link is in the description box in case anybody is interested. I think I have a few. I don't know if I put 2 or 3 of them in there. Someone just bought one today, so you're going to have to get on that if it's something you are interested in. See, it takes a little bit of work, but I'm going to get this to work. There's that. Just got to find a place to tuck them in. There's this. So I got all those die cuts in there. Yippity-doo-dah. Okay, I'll put this one aside. I don't know where. I'll put them there. Then I'm going to do, what am I going to do next? I have so many things in here. It's crazy. I'm going to do these printable things that I had, I guess. Ooh, more die cut pieces. I'm going to have to stick those in that other one. These are those fake looking stamp things. They were a free printable from Pinterest. So I might be able to fit more than just that in there. What else do I got? That I could fit in there. Let's just throw these back in here. Okay. There's that. I'm going to put these. I'm sure I'm going to put those on my keyboard. Because I have all of these things. Ooh, more of those stamp pieces. I might as well just put them all together. With trash stuck in between them. All kinds of paper scrappies. Alright, those can go in here too. And some of these printed out really blurry, so I'm just going to throw them out. I'm not in the mood to keep things that are not going to serve me right now. These are other ones, but they're printed on regular printer paper, which is no big deal. I usually print all of the things off on cardstock, but there are times that like a regular piece of paper is in there and it just comes out that way, and I'm not going to get rid of it. Okay. I got these little rectangular pieces. We'll move you a little bit more so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. See, it keeps creeping. You're creeping over. Don't be creeping. Tighten that up. I guess that's where it's going to stay. So, I got these and this little curly boy here. That's kind of creepy looking kid. And I'm not going to lie, some of these little kids on these vintage style, ads and stuff, they're creepy kids. Phew. Just creepy. These are bigger ones. I don't think I want bigger ones right now. I do have some smaller ones over here. Again, these were free off of Pinterest. My Pinterest, I have spent a lot of time checking the legitimacy of the freebie sites, and most of the ones that I have on there now were someone's printables on their own website that they later offered for free on a separate part of their website. So as far as I know, nothing is pirated in any way. Obviously things can change, and that could be different now, but because I've had a lot of these for a long time. That looks awful. This one's a bigger one. Another creepy curly kid. And I know that once I put this in there, it's not going to stay organized, but so long as I can see what I'm doing now, I guess that'll be something I fight with later. These little ovals can go in there. Toilet water. I already have one of those in there. These are all big. This one is big. See, like that? The quality of that one is lousy too, but I like it still. This one too. That's the thing too. Some of the free ones are lousy quality. These are like foreign stamp printouts. Again, they were free printables. Well, no, I'm just going to keep them with the big stuff. Just keep them with the big stuff. That looks like crap. That I'll keep. This ticket thing I'll keep. These circles. See, like I even have a bunch of little postage stamps, and they are awful quality too. But I use them to embellish something with something else, so usually it's okay. Usually it comes out to be okay because it's not a focal point. Like these here, I have a feeling these were something that somebody stole because they are awful quality, and I'm going to throw them out. I hate to do it. I hate to throw things out. I like to be able to use everything, but when the mood strikes to purge, you got to purge. Another one of those little stamps, some more of those little stamps. That's just a piece of not cut straight paper. Stamp. These are junk. This is a junk. And more of these circle thingies. These are, these were free. They came off of some website that had them available, and they are train tickets. So I use those a lot to embellish things. I've been really using those up. So I bet you I've used 5 times more than that right there lately. So that can go there. These are just scraps. I should put those aside because I do have a scrap container. So here's this and that. Here's some more tickets. And these are all, I think these are all supposed to be religious content, but you can't really see them at all. We will take the ones we cannot read. Some of them we can, and we will get rid of them. Can't read. Can't read these. Nope. Nope. You know what? I'm not going to go through all these. I'm not. Throw those out. More of the lady stampies. Can go there. Some scraps, like you just got to resolve yourself to getting rid of them. You just can't keep every single little scrap of paper. I got to keep telling myself that. Sometimes you just got to get rid of them. I have these little flags that I make, these little these little guys. So I do make those just by cutting them, you know. So I'm going to have one just for those because I have a bunch I made out of encyclopedia paper, I think. Maybe dictionary. I don't remember. One or two. These didn't come out that great either. But, you know, some of it could have been my printer. You know, I just don't know what kind of quality my printer is. These don't look good either. These birds, I thought they were going to come out much better than they did. So I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to bother. Some more ladies. Some more of my tickets. Yeah, I went through a lot of tickets making up those journaling cards and pop clusters last week. I know that soon I'm going to regret getting into this project because I'm going to want to do something. I'm going to find something that's going to be inspiring and it's going to make me want to get all my crap out. I just know it. I'll put that in there, I guess. So I'll put this in there. And then these are some of those really bad quality printer printouts. Filling up. I'm filling it up. Okay. Just make sure there's no little things tucked in there that don't belong. Looks okay to me. And these things. So yeah, if you don't feel like organizing, don't watch 49 Dragonflies videos because she definitely got my attention, my desire to organize. These were cut off. I don't know why I kept those. That's kind of big. These two are kind of big. I'm running out of room here. Come on now. Let's see if I got all of them. Oh, another thing too that I did. I tend to do printables all at once. That's going to change because I just changed I signed up for the HP Instant Ink, so I'm going to have to use it. I'm going to have to print things out like sporadically or more often because that's going to be what it is. I'm going to have to print things more often because I run out of my pages. You get a certain amount of pages, and then they roll over a certain amount of times, and then they don't roll, and then you lose them. So I'm not gonna get to that point. Oh, see, I got a ton more stuff like that. I will need another box for those. I will. All right. No big deal. I will just, that's full. That is full. I'll just put that aside. And I'll just start another one. These ones are larger. I'll just do the larger ones and while I see what I have left to put the smaller ones in. Because I think I have more. I think I have even more than that in here. And if not, I have a whole basket full of little things that I was using to embellish. So I will be able to get from that. Ticket. Ooh, look at this whole stash of tickets I didn't know I had. And if you are into stamps, Tim Holtz has ticket stamps. That is trash. Can't even almost tell what they are. Trash. Tim Holtz has ticket stamps, and then you can cut them out. I think he has dies too, but I am not 100% sure if they go together. I'm sure that there's a set out there, but I don't know. I'll just throw those in there for now. That's itty bitty. Put those with the itty bitties. These are like little quotes that I don't really like. Because a lot of them are about death. And I do have some die cuts that I just have to throw out. Because they either cut weird or whatever. So, or on this very thin paper from Amazon. I don't know what I was thinking. That paper doesn't work. Like that. So we're just going to toss those. I have so many scrap pieces that I just threw into any compartment on this thing, you know. Don't you hate when you do? Where did I put my scraps? Little scrappies. This, I guess. Just checking for any of those lousy ones, because I'm not keeping those. Not at this point. I have the right to be picky now because I have so much stuff that I don't need to just hold on to every single thing. Which you do reach that point where you just get tired of holding on to everything. So, thank you to those who have come in and give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of your thumbs. See more little, that'll keep, that cute little kid. But it goes with these circle things that I don't really like. The window was blown open by the breathing of the little stars. Peter dropped in. Oh, I know what those are for now. For a specific project I did. And me some stuff that they wanted me to print off and use, which was very nice to do. I don't like that. Which is cool. So I did. Next handful. Those are big die cuts. I need some smaller die cuts. But these I'm not keeping. Some of the painty papers, like, you know, you could do anything you want to make them look nice, but gone past the point of me caring. I like that flower. Some of these scraps, too, that were from my baby books that I made. Just not feeling them anymore. That goes with the big ones, big ones. That can go in there. Trash, trash. This mat is hard to get things off of sometimes. All right. Flags, trash. Trash, trash. I guess I'm just in a throwing out mood today. I got rid of a bunch of stuff. Like I had some thread that was old. It was given to me by a relative. And it is regular, embroidery floss. But it's old and it's 6-strand and the strands come apart and it doesn't stay nice. Like they don't go back together. So I had kept them because I said, well, if I need them for a tag, they'll be okay for that. But then I wasn't even using them for that. So, you kind of have to decide, do I want to just get rid of them or? So I decided to and throw everything out. And it does feel good. It does feel good to clean stuff up and to get rid of stuff. Okay, that is one compartment of that. of that case, I guess I should start some more buckets here. Okay. I'm going to have one for flags because I got a ton of little flaggies. Okay. I'm going to have one for my itty bitties. I guess that these things here are kind of itty bitty. So I know I still have more that I probably threw in there, but that's okay. And I'll put these stamps in there, these fake. You know what? You know what? I am not keeping these stamps. Okay. You know why? I have those 2 containers full of actual stamps, and we have old canceled stamps that I can copy, I can scan in and use. Okay. So there, the decision has been made. I need one for tickets because I think I'm going to have some more tickets. And I am going to do some printing in order to get some tickets. And one for large things that are not flowers. So I have punches, and I like to punch a lot of things at once. You know, punch you. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. So I have the bird punch, and what I normally do is use up my scraps by punching them. One time I got rid of a ton of scraps that way. So, you know, some of them are, you know, this one. So, you know, you just have to figure out which scraps are worth doing. Some of these might not have been, but I'll still use them, I'm sure. So large punchers, you know, and especially the papers that are cardstock, I just really can't bring myself to get rid of those scraps. I punch them. And I just got to punch them out. All right, so there's that. I have my tickets. I got my flaggies. Let's get the next section out. Here, you know what? We're going to do the flaggies because I can get rid of that whole bucket. Here. Look at my collection. I kind of go crazy again when I get the scraps out. Oh, and die cuts. See, that's a scrap that I'll keep. Because some of the papers, you know, some of the scrapbook papers I have, I just love. And I just love to use every single inch of them that I can. All right, that's a tag, and this is a die cut thing. I put them up here. And a scrap of lace. And more little die cut things. So flag. These are all flags. I don't have any scrap pieces, but most of these are. And another thing you can do too, I wouldn't do it with the book page pieces. This is from those Tim Holtz plant dies, but I don't like either one of those papers, so those are going to get tossed. You can do altered paper clips with them. I don't use them on the book page, but the music pages I do. I do that with the music pages, and you know, the thicker papers I would do that with. What I started doing a long time ago was I had wallpaper and made a base out of wallpaper and then made a mat on the inside. Like those are scraps I can put there. Like, you know what I mean? It's just a little bit smaller than the wallpaper, so it looks like it's got a border. And the mat that I put in there was made with a book page. And that looked really cool. Oh my goodness. I think I went a little crazy the time I made all the flags. You know, and believe it or not, I've used a ton of them. Look at, I still have this many. And of flags. For tags too, because I have a bunch of tags that I've either made or die cut. So that's just the way it is. I gotta pay attention to my time because I gotta pick up my daughter for 2. So that's a tag. This is a tag. But again, I can throw some of this stuff out if I don't find it to be necessary to what is going on in my life at the time at this moment, because I don't have to keep every single thing anymore. Very freeing to tell yourself that. So when you feel like you're overwhelmed with all of the things that you own, remember that you don't have to keep it all. I am having a live sale with Shelly not next week. Is it next week? Oh, it's next week. Not this week. Not this week is Easter. Next week, I am having a live sale with Miss Shelly over at Crafting Mama's channel. And I am really considering putting together some big D-stash boxes, like a large flat rate box, charging one price, going through them, like blasting through them real quick, and then selling them for one price. I'm really thinking about doing that because I have die cuts, I have painting papers, I have so much that I could just get rid of. And it's time to get rid of some of this. It is time. I'm going to call flags, the flaggy box done. All right, so I got tags and I got those tickets. Take out this one that's got all of these tags. And there's die cuts in here from I don't know what they call these things. You get these in a set. They're all nested together. And you got this shape and you get different sets. I got that one there. Well, I had made a bunch of labels, which if you look in my Etsy store, I have listed them in my Etsy, where I made label stickers. They are I put double-sided tape on them, so you can use them to label your canisters in your kitchen, and there's a few different colors in there, so you can get the color to go with your decor. So I did that. But when I die cut them, I die cut like 45,000 of them. So I put the rest of them in here, which is awesome, because I've got all of these left. That's a stamp. I'm going to put that with my stamp things in just a minute. I have a zillion, and I am so grateful that I have them. Because when I do a die cutting session, I really got to get in the die cutting zone, and I just haven't been. I did a whole bunch of die cutting a couple weeks ago, but it was torture for me. All right. This is from scrapbook paper that I really tried to love and use or use it anymore. I'm just so tired of seeing those scraps. These are all tags. These were free printables these were like the first real printables that I ever printed out. So what does that tell you? Hold on, my lips are chapped. So what does that tell you that I still have printables? Hello, Miss Tracy. How are you, sweetheart? Oh, I'm so happy to see you, and I'm so happy to hear you rearranging. I gotta do that. So I'm just trying to clean out right now. So yeah, what does that tell you about my hoarding? I keep these tags from the very first time I printed, printables. All right, I need a bucket for these little suckers. Okay, so, and I have these. This is just, I'm going to put them in there because they're blank. So this is all for my die cuts that are all blank that I can use. What I like to do is I take these little, these little oval ones or these fancy little square ones, and I'll put them on a journaling card or a pocket. So you can put your own title on the card or the pocket so you know what you have written on it or tucked in there or whatever. I like to try and, make it nice for you to organize your thoughts and junk that you put in there. But then, I got some of them that I cut off, and I kept this. I don't know why. I don't know why. So trash. These little tags too, though, you know what I did was I used them at craft fairs to price things with, and that was nice because it's just a simple little tag, and you don't care if it ends up in the trash because it's just, you know, just a little piece of. I'll put this heart in there too because it is blank, so I can use that for a little title piece. I do have, I have so many tags too that I could put in here. Maybe I'll go through my box of ephemera and take out the smaller tags to keep. Oh, this came from a gift bag, and it was like watercolor style flowers, and I totally ate that whole gift bag right up. Ate it right, and then whatever was left, I punched out things. Oh, just loved it. Sometimes you just get one design that you just fall in love with, and the end. That's it. And that was that bag. Just fell in love with it. And actually, I feel like it was sent to me. I feel like somebody in the artsy community sent that to me. These are a whole bunch of tags that came from scrapbooking kits, old like 90s scrapbooking kits. One of my thrift store nearby knows my love of paper. So every once in a while they'll save something for me. So what they did was they saved that goes with my flags. They saved a bunch of scrapbooking paper in a box, and then they offered me this humongous box of scrapbook stuff for like, I don't know, $20. And I kept 99% of it. The stuff I got rid of was the themed things like holiday theme and baby and children theme, and because that's just I don't work like that. So I put a whole big box together and sold it on eBay, and it was only like half the amount of stuff that I got that I sold on eBay, and I made my money back for the whole thing. And I'm still using stuff from that too. And I've had this stuff, mind you, also for like 3 years or better. You know, I'm trying to create things in a better manner, and I'm trying to create things that other people would want to own. And it is really difficult for me to do that when I don't have the space organized right to create the way I need to create. This is going to go with my smalls, I think. So you do have to make your space yours, the way you want to create. And mine is set up for convenience, whatever fits, however you can get something to fit. So now I'm going to try and make it a little more, Malia friendly. Some punches really don't punch good on paper, on some papers. Like I had some envelopes with the design on the inside, and I tried to punch out a bunch of shapes, and they didn't come out very well because the paper was too thin, of course. Ooh, scrap, I don't like that paper. I'm so sick of that paper. I made so many clusters with that paper. I just get sick of looking at something. And if I make up these D-stash boxes, I will, I'm not going to put a ton of my scraps in there and crap. It's going to be things. It's going to be things to use. So be ready, because I think I'm going to put together 2 or 3 boxes. I have 2 boxes put together right now. And I'm not going to lie, I don't remember what's in there. I had them listed in my Etsy, but I sold 2, and then the other 2 didn't sell. And then I took them down because I felt like I was asking too much money. So I said, well, I'm going to take these down and kind of reevaluate the situation. So I'm going to do the reevaluating sometime over the next week to figure out, if it's something that somebody might want. maybe we'll reevaluate the box together and I will make a video of it so that you can see it before you buy it. This is kind of small. These are kind of like regular ephemera pieces, so I'm going to put those aside for now. These are definitely my little header pieces that I like to put on my journaling cards and stuff. Scrap, tag, tags. I have a bunch of colored cardstock that I should print some things out on, like those little tags, because they're blank. I just print out blank tags on the colored cardstock. A couple of years ago, I went to Hobby Lobby, and this has only happened to me one time. As much as I try and catch it, it has only happened to me one time. I went to Hobby Lobby, and they had, I'll bet you 30% of their paper, their actual paper pads and paper sets were on clearance for a huge discount. I mean, I probably got a half a dozen paper pads, and I think I got like 3 or 4 packs of card making cardstock for less than $50. It was outrageous. So, I haven't been able to catch it again. I haven't been able to find that sale again, and I have tried. I have tried to go when people tell me, oh, they're having a huge sale, you got to go, and then I do, and then it's not happening at my Hobby Lobby. But when I went there, I got a whole bunch of colored cardstock, but I should print tags, It would be perfect for that. Hello, my sweet Kathy. This is an M. It's just a green M. I don't know what it's for. I don't know what it's doing. It's going to have to go in with my smalls, I guess. I don't even think I put anything together yet for my smalls. So it's been a while. So Kathy, I accidentally watched 49 Dragonflies, and she was doing organizational things. So it got me like ready to sort things out. Oh yes, well, enjoy the crap sorting. Enjoy the crap sorting. I have words, I have little hearts and butterflies and an N and another N. That came from Christmas scrapbook paper that I got. I'll bet you I got it like 15 years ago. I know. Can you believe it? Can you believe I'm actually going through things and like sorting it out? Am I on drugs? And I must be on drugs. I must be on drugs to actually be sorting something out. I got all these little things. Important. Reminder. And I'm never going to use them. Never. Never going to use those. Face the damn facts of what you're not going to use. And nobody else wants them. I couldn't give them away. Nobody else is going to want it. It's junk. I have circles. Circle. What I did do, which is fun, I have a coin book, and I'll cut the coins out. And I use them. I use them in my clusters and stuff. These are like painty paper flowers, I guess. I have to make this space more, user friendly for me, because it's just not friendly to me right now. It's mean to me. I don't like its attitude. My space has a bad attitude, so I have to try and fix that. I'll take all my circle things here and put them over here. Yeah, I know exactly how you feel, because I have a big filing box, like you put hanging folders it doesn't have a cover. It's like just a box. It's a large box full of pages to use in as journal pages. I gotta do something. I gotta do something. I gotta get rid of stuff, bundle stuff up and send it out for happy mail. I gotta do something because it's not fun when things are a mess. I can't live in this mess. Put that with the squares. They're small, but that's okay. I'll tell you, for instance, what how I am organizationally. These are re-inkers. Okay. I got them from a I got them with ink pads that I bought. Okay. Those bottles, because I don't want to find a home for them, they have been on my desk for about a year, probably a year and a half, because I don't want to find a home for them for some reason. So yeah, I gotta stop doing this. I have to clean. I have to be clean. I gotta organize. I gotta throw things out. I don't understand. Maybe somebody can answer this question for me, but I don't understand the outline cutouts, like those dies or the punches rather, that punch an outline. What do you use this for? A frame? Because anything I've ever framed in them, they look like crap. I don't know why. Maybe some of you use them, have a better use for them, but I can't think of one off the top of my head. I have pieces that I cut out of scrapbook paper that is just not, I'm never going to use it. I'm never going to use that because I hate the design. Yeah, doodle art. Art here in a minute. Oh, this stuff. All right. These circles. I went crazy with my circle punching. Those can go in there. Another little circle. This ugly painty paper. I understand that you can do some things with painty paper, and there are some painty papers, though, you got to admit, you can't make them look nice. You just can't do it. No way, no how. Some of these, I think, just put them all together. Some of them you just cannot save unless you just cover the whole thing up. So I tried die cutting some of them and then kept them for whatever reason, but I'm not going to use them. I just know. Yeah, I have a lot of muddy papers too. A lot of muddy. Some of them look good, like that one. I like this. Yeah, that is a good idea because I have a ton. I mean, I could wrap orders up for the next, month at least with what I got. Sorry if my connection is bad. It just said that my connection is unstable. What else is new? I'm unstable. That looks like crap. I'm never going to use that. Ugh. I've reached a point where I'm just fed up with all this crap. I am just fed up with it. I hoard way too much crap, way too much paper in general. I mean, there's just too much. Oh, you know what, too? Somebody had given me, which now that I think about it, I'm going to have to remember to take it out. My aunt had given me a box of, 2 boxes actually, of handmade invitation paper. They call it handmade, but it's made from a machine for sure. It's mass produced. Well, it's ugly. It's ugly. Yes, yes, I have some tissue paper actually that Christy gave me that I love. I love, but I know that I'm just going to hoard it. So some of the stuff I'm going to send to Defy. I'm going to send some of it in that tissue presentation ready. Like I told myself, I'm like, you are not going to keep this tissue paper anymore. I just can't. I just can't. I just can't keep it anymore. I gotta do something. Like, why would I keep this? This is a circle from a box for dyeing eggs. Okay, it's just the circle cutout. You put the egg in the circle after you dye it. Why did I keep this circle? It's ugly. It has words on it that are ugly. Okay, why? Why do I have it? I'll bet you there's more of those circles in here yet. I know. Well, I watched, who did I watch? Was it Jessica Rapp maybe? She had the she was making like masterboard type paper. Yep, here's another stupid circle. Masterboard type papers to make into covers, but she was using the Tim Holtz uh, the Tim Holtz you know, collage paper. So um, it's see-through, and I'm like, oh, I could use some of my napkins. I'm gonna have to use like 300 napkins in order to make a dent. So I'm gonna have to make like giant collages just to get rid of some of my napkins. Ugh, just to get rid of some of those napkins. It's like right out of control. Yeah, I'm thinking about making up, you know, die cuts kits and um, wrapping some of the things I have in some of the nice tissue paper that I've gotten, and using this as also a means of riddance of my crap, because I'm gonna have to do something before I buy anything for me again. Some serious soul searching. I love, I love die cuts. Oh, look, another stupid circle and a die cut that's broken. And a die cut of broken candy canes that I'm never going to use on anything. That one is ripped. I love some of the punches and dies that I own, and I love to use them, but I've obviously used them like right out of control. You would swear to God, these dies, these punches jumped out of my went turned into savage beasts, punching every single paper under the sun. Put all of my circles, tickets. Don't worry, we're not done. Oh, that's a good idea, Tracy. That's a good idea. I have a ton of ugly junk. Send it all out. Tells you the date that they ordered it. I love that. Oh, another one of those ugly circles. That cracks me up when they do that. That's a good idea. That is a good idea. Yep. I don't know if I should put my leaves in with my flowers because I don't have a lot of leaf die cuts. I have I haven't played with my leaf dies too much, which I should because I love leaves. Yeah, just take a whole bunch of ugly stuff and see what somebody else can do with it. So then you know what to do with it. That's what I'd be like anyway. I'd be like, oh, so that's what you do with that ugly painty paper. Okay. Good. I just can't believe this stuff. Some of these are nice. Me too. And I don't know why I have tons of ugly. Like, I just can't throw it out. Well, today I can. If I came across all my ugly stuff today, I would just throw it out. Today is the I'm fed up day. Tomorrow might be different. Really? I could see that. I would imagine that Violet would send some goodies. Some yummy goodies. There is some there are some people, like I was in Kathy Berg's live yesterday and they had a whole bunch of giveaways. You were there too, I think, Kathy. And some of the things that people were giving away because she reached 1,000 subscribers, I was like, oh my goodness gracious. I just don't know. I just don't know if I'd have been able to give that stuff away. I just don't know. I guess I'd have to have numerous of the thing to give some of it out. I don't like that, but that's like awesome. Hi, Maria. You cannot hear me, but hello. Like, I feel guilty for the things I give away after being in that stream. I'm like, oh, I give away garbage. Here, have all my trash. I mean, the neat organization. I will tell you one thing though. Some of the people post pictures of their craft space or their desks, and I don't feel so bad. I do not feel so bad with some of the pictures that I've seen. I forget who it was, but somebody posted a picture and it was like deep. It was probably 4 or 5, not feet, maybe 3 feet deep, maybe 3 feet deep. The whole room. I mean, you have to swim over that to get to the other side. How do you even get to the other side of the room? I can't be that way because this is also where my daughter sleeps. So I have to kind of be. I sent you a picture of my ice cream truck that I use for storage. It's a mess. I have to be a contortionist to get things out of there. All the things I have for sale are at the back door. So I just have to pick boxes up and move boxes around to get at it. Actual things that I use to make stuff out of. Like when I'm making a journal, different types of pages in it, I have to be a magician for a little while in order to get that stuff out of there. I have to turn into Malia the magician. To rip apart into page packs. And my National Geographics were buried. I put them in a big tote because I have so many National and I put them in a huge tote. But I put a whole bunch of stuff on top. Yeah. Yeah. You have to hurry up. I know I can't go through my kids' stuff. I can't. Not while they're home because the only thing I can go through is their clothes. They don't seem to care much about that. Care about like Lily's really bothered that she doesn't fit into some of her things anymore. This is just growth, man. This is just you just get it, and this is a part of life. Oh, another thing I have a ton of is ugly rickrack. This stuff is hideous. It doesn't look like it. Probably doesn't look like it on the video, but it's like blue and it's dirty looking and not a nice vintage dirty looking. It's like grungy looking. Looks like moldy crud. Why do I have that? It's not a nice blue to begin with. Or it could just be the wind. That could be why my signal is bad too, is the wind. Who am I kidding? My internet sucks. Well, good luck to you. Good luck with your sorting. Don't get buried. If you in the next 24 hours, I'll call in the search parties because I'm sure that means you have been craft-a-lanched. And we'll have to have somebody come and scoop out of the craft-a-lanch. Call in the St. Bernards to come get you. Dig their way through the crap to get at you. Yeah, hired help. I gotta get. I should just recruit Lily. You know, just have her help me go through this stuff. She would sort all this stuff out for me. She would probably have fun. Not tonight though. We have to take my husband for an appointment. Thanks, honey. I'm actually gonna be getting off soon because I gotta go get Lily at school shortly. And we have an appointment we have to get to tonight. So, but I am gonna go live more. Maybe I'll get on tomorrow for a bit and actually do something productive. Hi, May. What are you doing? Go in and go pee. Little flowers, little circles. So much stuff. And I don't know if anybody else is like this, but my organization, my my organizational mechanism in my brain organizes things very weird. My organizational patterns would make no sense at all to anybody else. They hardly even make sense to me most of the time. I think I am going to have to get this stuff out of here. There's too much. I have to go. Sorry for the abrupt ending, but I love you all.